Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And today I'm going to be looking at Vice running cargo, something that used to be not really viable with not much to do in the verse. But with all the news changes, this has become better now. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you do, don't forget to tickle that like button. Run the intro. So a little bit of housekeeping to sort out here, guys. The code dropping down is a code we picked at random from our comment section. If you want your code to show in the next video, if you subscribe to the channel, just leave your code in a comment and we'll pick one at random. Unfortunately, we can't use everybody's code. Sorry about that, but we will just pick them at random, and I will try not to double code. So if I've already used it, I won't use it again. And so if you're new to Star Citizen, use that code and you'll get 5,000 credits when you create an account and you then buy the game, and it will push that person up in the rankings and they get some goodies from CIG. And so let's just clarify. When I say it wasn't really viable on buying cargo or Vice cargo just recently, it was because Vice cargo was really the only profitable thing. But in the recent months, they've added in hull scraping, they've added in the salvage, they've added in better mining capability, they've added in the ERTs where you can buy cargo or you can get cargo from ERTs, as well as salvage missions and stuff like that. So this whole new things that are happening that are bringing people to do more things. So they're not all just all gathered into one spot, all gathering or trying to buy Vice cargo. And the same could probably be said with gold. That will start being a little bit more easier soon, as well as things like beryl and laranite and stuff like that. And the reason is obviously, but everybody else is doing other stuff, and so it's spreading the herd out a little bit, so it just makes it easier, and other people, not everybody trying to do the same things. So I noticed this the other day when I was doing a video with Dark Soul, Peeper, Alex and Wizard Sleeve, and we had the caterpillar parked out in space in the middle of nowhere, and we was just going getting Vice from these places, and I was surprised at how much Vice we actually could get each run. So that made me look at this a little bit closer and realise just recently in the last couple of weeks that there's been so much good stock of Vice, and I just think it's now viable to start running this stock again. Even so much so that I'm now running this in my Taurus, which is 170 cargo. Normally I would suggest doing this in a smaller ship like a Hull A, your C1 with 60 cargo or 66 cargo, or the Nomad with 24 cargo, because the stocks would just be better to do that. So what I'm doing now is I'm running in my Taurus because there's enough stock to fill it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to head down to Jumptown. So Jumptown is now moved. It's now over on Daymar, and I'll put a card in the top for that video, how to get to it. And so first thing I'll do is I'll jump to TPF, and then once I get to TPF, I will, not to TPF itself, but once I come out of orbit, I'll just immediately turn right and set a bearing of, I think it's about, I'll tell you in a sec when it comes down, I think it's 325 or 235 or something like that. I'll tell you in a sec and I'll show you where I mean. And yeah, so let's get into this one, guys. So turn to 323. Right. Here, and if you don't want to know that is, it's here, up here. And we're just going to push forward, and we're going to travel for 70 kilometers. Now, the reason I'm doing these runs is because I was on the other day and I was doing some caterpillar. We had a caterpillar in deep space, and we was taking 2 ships to different places to get a Vice from these drug labs. And I was surprised that every time we got there was always a lot of stock. Now, this could be because of the recycled material cargo that's come in. You've also got gold, the laranite and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of more commodities now being worth the value to buy them. So everything's not really pushed onto the Vice. Once you've done this run a couple of times, you get the hang of it. You get the hang of where things are. Got to keep our eyes out. Eyes open for this now. We should see it come up. There it is. It's taking its time to load in. That's one of the issues. So what we've got to do is when we go over the top of it, I'll show you what you should be looking at. So as we come over, you'll see these lights. It's taking its time to actually come in. But this is a good thing as well, because if it's harder to find, then not going to get as many people here. So we're over the top of it now. And as you see, like, if I go over there, Arc Corp is 145 away. Arc Corp mining 141. Then the TPF is 85 away. And the OM3, sorry, is 151 away. And you could also use the station here as well, so Covalec shipping, which is 405 away. So there it is. So let's land. Let's go and get some stuff here. Trying to think where's the best place to land. They've made it not easy for bigger ships to get in here. There we are. Turn engines off. So have a quick scan, make sure we don't see anything on around. I can see a lot of boxes, so there could be some boxes to pick up here, but it's whether you want to stay here that long. You may end up just filling up with this as it is. We've got 170 space. Now I saw a couple of boxes. I don't know if they're over there. Yeah, I see it over there. You see it? We could have a look what that is. Slam. So it looks like someone's been here and done some cargo running. We could take that and put it over near the ship. We're after. Let's go and see what we've got in here. So slam is one of the best things to get, if you can get it. Most profit. But you got to remember, in dangerous places, here. Oh, and it looks like the drugs are coming out as well. That's not a good sign. It means people will be coming for these. Oh man, there's a lot of drugs here as well. Yeah, it looks like it's on. Drug lab thing is on. So Widow, slam 20 units, max inventory, so we can get all of this. So let's do that. And then all the Widow. And we can get all the toxin if you want as well. So there we go. 80% full. We could take that other slam as well. We could take some of this if we needed. Because these are worth 10k each one as well. Because this is on, because these are on. Where's my ship gone? That's one there. I thought I'd gone this way. Because this is on, it's going to be a struggle, this one, because do you stay here? Did I not put my landing gear down? Oh, I did. I did, but it's just sat awkward. Now I'm being aware here I've got to be aware that there's people could come at any time. So I'm just going to take this. One's container here. Move all of that. Construction materials, I don't want that. Mares, definitely want that. Now this is the thing, is do we stay and get the mares, or do we just go? Now that's the call you've got to make. I don't really want to hang around when I've just spent nearly $1 million. But each one of these is worth 10k. Okay. Let's call the elevator. Now what we could do is just go and sell this and then come back and get the rest of that maze. Have a look what's around. I'm sure I saw boxes earlier. There's one there. Let me see if Jump Town is on. It'll be in your personal. No, so it's not on, but it's still doing drugs. It's still producing drugs. Unless we're on a server here where people was doing this before Jump Town ended and this server is just still alive from that. That could be the case as well. But you saw how much cargo was there. It was full. So not many people are actually coming to these places, buying the cargo. And what I need to do is just leave my ramp open. And just then if someone comes along, just get out of there, get out of the place. So what I might do is just start throwing some of these boxes outside of maze. Depends if it's still producing. A lot. So what I do is check the hopper. Now the hopper's closed, so there's a good sign that this was just left over from a server when it was actually on. So that's good. Let's see if we can get any more of this first. See if any of this has come back. So that's still out of stock. Okay. No one went over there, so don't know if I can get that. We'll find out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, look at all this. So all in all, I picked up about 32-ish, 34-ish boxes of maize. And so that's probably about 320, 330 grand. But what I didn't realise is as I was coming up into space here, I didn't shut my carriage at the bottom. And I'd accidentally moved one of the Altrusia toxin boxes, the 32. And so as I go into quantum in a minute, I lose... Because the carriage is down, I end up losing about 15 or something maize boxes and one of the 32 Altrusia toxin box because it's not what's on the grid. I should have pulled my ramp up, but I forgot to do it. So I ended up losing about 10 to 12 maize boxes and 32 of the Altrusia toxin. So I end up losing a lot of money because of that. Let's do it. I'm losing all my boxes. Let's go. Looks like I was losing all my boxes there. Hopefully they're still there when I come back.
Landing gear deployed.
There's an Andromeda there. Power thrusters.
Maximizing engines.
Landing gear raised.
Reset power.
Landing gear deployed.
Power is normalized.
So let's see what we got here.
Radar contact.
That is a... What's the enemy? Yeah, it's just a NPC. Not worried about that. We'll make sure I land and sell. So I've got to concentrate on. There's an Andromeda here already. Let's land. Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
So I'm not worried about the NPC enemy. As long as I can get off and sell, that's all I'm worried about. Let's have a quick look at the cargo. Did we lose a lot of it? There's still loads there, so that's good. Oh, we did lose a box. We lost a box or something. So I think it's because I hit it by accident and didn't secure it. We'll see how much we made anyway in the end. So let's have a look. Taurus. So we've got all this maize, 18 units of maize. We're going to sell that for 192 grand. Set that. We did have 20 slam and 20 widow, so that's still there. So we only lost one of the Atrusia toxins, 40 of the Atrusia toxin. Oh no, there is, it's there. That's good. We had 100, so We sell that for 11. So that's 2 boxes there. So we lost. Yeah, we did lose a one. We lost a 32 box. So that was 52 plus the 2. So 54, 58 we've got, yeah. Yeah, 62. 66. We had 100 of this. 66, 68. So we lost a 32, I think. Doing my calculations, we lost about 12 boxes of toxin and that 132 of toxin and about 12 maze. So we lost altogether about 270k there that I would have otherwise got. We've got 1,362,000. So we started off with 1,040,000. So we made 320,000 there, about 320,000, and we lost 270. So we could have made just over $500,000 on that one run with all that maze as well. So that's a bit of a shame, but I'm not really too bothered. It's just showing you guys the stock levels. So let's get into the next bit. When I hit it by accident, then it wouldn't lock into place. That's where I think it got lost. There was like a big box here that hit with my tractor beam, and then it got lost in space. So that's where we lost it. So the next place we're going to go to is private property. Nuen Waste Management on Daymar, and see the stock levels here. So it looks like nobody's around here as well. Like I said, I don't know if people are just taking it that obviously the recycled material is better, but obviously since I started playing, this was some of the best stuff you could do, but there was always really low demand for it. And now that they've brought in more things, reset power, like salvaging and stuff like that, it seems to be like now cargo running is becoming a good thing to do. Like there's so many more commodities with the recycled material, with laranite, beryl, gold, but Vice was still the best thing to get if you could get enough of it. But a lot of people was doing it until this thing came along with the recycled material. Now it's not. Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
Now, with the recycled material being the best thing for profit, it now opens up for things like this cargo of Vice running. So I'm just going to leave that open. It'll probably close, but I'm going to leave it open anyway. Not something you should really do. So we've got 50 Atrusio toxin, 50 ETAM. So you see it's almost full, them to a full inventory. So you can see now what I'm talking about. So with this, we're only going to be able to get, if I went like this and got to get 37, it would fail because the last one is not a full SCU. So you have to get one less. So we can only get 36 of that. Not 36 of that. 300, so we've got 1,362,000. I'll write that down. And so that's the widow. Then we'll go for ETAM next because that's the next best one. There's 50 of that. Then we go for the neon next. There's only 10 of that. It's still max inventory. You can do that to get when it says max inventory. You can do that with the arrow, and we'll get 50 of that. Confirm. Except, so we've cleaned this place out now. There's just that half of widow left, and I'll show you what I mean. If I go back to this now, it should come up as, see the C here, CSEU, which means it's not full. It's only 52 boxes of 100, and 100 fills up an SCU. Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
Engines off.
When I say turn engines off with my Emily, it also does my shields full. That's why I do it that way. Because I can set it to turn the engines off and put my shields to full. And that way then if I do get shot, at least my shields are at full power for resetting. Again, I'm just leaving that open. So we started off with 1,362,000. Let's see what we get at the end of this. So we'll sell the Trucia toxin first because it was the last one on. Set that. Then the widow will get. Then the Etam. Oh, so it's not. We can't sell all the widow there. And there we are. So we just got this widow here, which is 12k per unit, and we got 30. So we're talking 120 times 3, so 360 grand yet to come. And there we are. It's in demand now. Can we sell it? Oh, we can. 384. There we are. So let's have a look at what we got profit-wise there. So we started off with 1,362,000 and we've got 1,592,000. So we made 62. We made 230,000. 230,000 in that one run profit. And all it was going up and coming down, going up and coming down. And so what I could do now is go over to private property and get slam and then go somewhere else to sell it.
Landing gear raised.
Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
I've nosed down. That's fine. The ramp will sort that out. The ramp should push it back up. Yeah. Let's get in here, get out. So we've got 1,500,000. Oh. So lower inventory here, so that's not too bad though. So we've got 1,592,000. So let's get this. So again, we'll go for the slam. So we'll be able to sell all this slam. So we won't be able to get all of that. We'll only be able to get 11 of that. And we won't be able to get all the neons. We'll only be able to get 12 of that. And let's just see what we make on that. Basic quick run there. So that could have been done in something like a Nomad, that run. So whatever we earn here is what you would earn on a Nomad if you did this run on a Nomad.
Take off complete.
Make sure I'm not on something.
Landing complete.
Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
I see someone coming over. Come on. I've seen an enemy and I don't know if that is a player enemy or a NPC, so I'm going to try and get in quick. I don't mind losing my ship once I've sold the stuff. Right, let's do this. Taurus, Neon, sell that, so 100 grand that. No demand on the Slam, great hit. So yeah, someone came and sold Slam just after me. So we've got about 150 grand in Slam there. So here we are, it's now come in demand. Let's get this sold. And we're talking about 175 grand there. So let's have a look what we made profit-wise there. And this will be interesting for those people with the Nomad, because this is what you'll be able to earn with the Nomad. So let's have a look. So we've got $1,625,000. We started off with 1,592,000, so we made about 33,000 profit there. So that's what you would make in a Nomad, about 33,000 on that run, and you could get in and out quick with a Nomad. So that's that, guys. So altogether we made 583,000, but we did lose about 270, plus maybe even profit from that. So we probably would have made about 870, 860. Probably even more, maybe close to close to $1 million. We could have probably made close to $1 million profit, and we haven't even been to NT 999XX there. So definitely more lucrative now to be coming out on these runs, especially in something like what I had the Taurus. And with all the other things going on, it's now becoming better to do these drug running again. You could get this drugs for free in the ERTs and make even more profit. But as a cargo runner, this is really, really, really good. So we hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to take that point, tickle that like button for us. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe notification. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and any runs you're doing and anything you'd like me to test out myself as well. So yeah, so we'll see you guys out in the verse.